Hey folks, this is Joe from Joe's Classic Car Radio, and I thought I'd do a little video to show you some of the custom work we did so that the electronic push buttons on this 1955 Philco Electro-Touch radio could easily be set by the user. Now anyone that's not familiar with this radio, it was used in Mopar products, and it's a town and country, which means if you press this bar here, there's a motor inside the radio which will automatically seek to the next strong station on the dial and stop. Now what's unique is these electronic push buttons. What that means is most radios have a mechanical push button. When you push in the button, it mechanically pushes the pointer down the dial to the space where that button is stored. On this radio, when you push the button, it's electronically stored. So it activates the motor inside the radio and it basically seeks down the dial to that stored station. Now, unlike the Delco type version with electronic push buttons, those had a small pointer so you could see where you're pointing or you were setting the push buttons. On this radio, the way that you set it was basically by sound. You would adjust to a station that you wanted to store, then you would turn the radio off, remove the little chrome cover off the button, revealing an adjustment dial on that button, push the button in, and then turn the radio back on. With the radio on, there would be no sound until you adjusted that little dial on the end of the button to the station where the dial pointer was. Once you heard the station, you knew that that button was set and you could reinstall the chrome cover and everything was good. That causes a little bit of a problem with a converted radio like this. The FMR conversion module does not have a mute feature that can be used to set these buttons. So what we came up with was using one of these little lighted push button switches. You can see it lights up blue. And basically this is just a modified version of the same optional button you can get for Wonderbar or Bluetooth control. What we've done on this radio, basically whenever the radio is off, this button can be used. So you can see like right now it lights up when I press it. If I turn the radio on, it's no longer active. So the way that we do this is basically very similar to the original set procedure where we're going to tune to a station, turn the radio off, and then use this button to indicate by light when we've adjusted to the same station. So let me turn it on and we'll pull up a station. So that sounds like a good station. And I think we're going to set that to push button number 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push and hold the button. You can see the light is on. I'm going to remove the little chrome cover from button 4. And you can see there's a little adjustment dial on the end of the button. I'm going to push this button in. And once that button is in, you can see that the light went off on the button. I'm going to continue to hold it. And as I adjust this dial, I'll watch for that light to come back on. Now that the light's back on, I know that this button is set for this same position of the pointer on this dial. So I can release this button. I can put my little chrome cover back on. And I'm just going to go ahead and release the buttons by pressing the bar. And now I'll turn the radio on. We're going to run down the dial. So normally I could seek, but if I want to go to that station I just set, now we're right back to that station. And now to set every other station, you have to go through that same procedure again. But once all your stations are set, you can either leave the button up under the dash so that you can use it for setting new stations later, or you can actually just unplug it and put it in the glove box. Basically, this allows the user to easily set each of the presets without too much trouble. So I think it's a good addition for the radio. It makes it just a little bit easier to use now that it's been converted. So I hope you enjoyed the video and the little bit of custom work we did. If you have any questions or comments, you can always get in touch with us at www.joesclassiccarradio.com. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.